Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here back to y'all with the deck profile that I promised. This is gonna be a 3 off of the 3 decks that I got the other day. I'm not gonna put any other cards. You can obviously buy some support for it, but this is gonna be specifically only the 3 Dark World decks that I bought the other day. Okay, I'm gonna try to be the best, to do the best I can to put up a deck, a competitive deck that you can take to tournaments with relatively about $35 that the deck costed. So it's not bad. It's pretty competitive and it's cheap. You can go take it to tournaments. It's obviously not gonna be the best or the most meta defined, but it will help you out to start if you're barely starting or you're returning to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, this deck is definitely gonna help you get back into playing and everything. So uh, I got my deck fully sleep with the purple sleeves that I bought the other day that I told you about. And yeah, well, let's go right into the video, okay? All right. Well, first I'm gonna start with uh, 3 of the rainbows. This is such a good boss monster that was included recently in these new decks. Um, it just like pretty much you just bounce one of the Dark Worlds that is level 7 or lower, and then you can special summon it from the grave. Um, it's really good. I mean, it has to be a must of the 3 off. Great card, a great addition to the deck. Next is gonna be 3 of Grapha. Grapha is like, I mean, you already know it's a staple. Plus with that fusion, new fusion monster that is in the extra deck. I mean, this card has to be a 3 off on the deck. Um, yeah, I don't think I would cut it. I would cut it even though if I had any more support cards. This is some three, most of 3 of for sure in the deck. Okay, next of the 3 off is gonna be Snow. The Snow is your searcher, so it's amazing. You just dump it and you search a card. You can search your new fusion spell card, or you can get Genta, or you can get the any Dark World card. So this is pretty amazing. I mean, it has to be a 3 off. Almost any searcher has to always be a 3 off. Next off is Genta. Genta is the one that brings the field spell to the hand, and it has so much synergy with it. You can banish it and you can special summons. That's a once per turn, but I mean only. But the dumping, so like if you were you to discard it to add a field, that's not once per turn. So that's so amazing to just get the field back. And yeah, it has to be a 3 off. It was such a good new card that they added. I'm so happy for it. Like I'm pumped to try and use it at a tournament. Next off, next is Silva. Silva is one of I play 2 of them because it's pretty amazing. I mean, if you were to use a zero and just discard it by your like it says by your opponent, because you special summon it to the opponent's side of the field, you get to put 2 cards on their hand to the bottom of the deck. That's pretty dang powerful, honestly. Like I love that card. When that happens, like it just reduces their opponent's hands to already 4 cards. So it's pretty crazy. So that's why I run 2 of them. Maybe you could cut it 1 if you add some more support. But honestly, I like it at 2. So now for the 1-off, the Cerulli that I was saying, you can maybe use 2 of the Cerulli. It's a pretty powerful card, but honestly I just use it at 1. It says if this card is discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, special summon this card to your opponent's field in the defense position. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dark World, your opponent discards 1 card. So you special summon it to your opponent, and then it makes you discard 1 card, and that's when you discard Silva, and you put 2 cards of the opponents to the bottom of the deck. Which, like I said, it's pretty dang powerful, and it happens relatively easy. So yeah, this guy is a must off. You can, like I said, you can put it at 2 maybe, but I like it at 1 to be honest, because I like this deck to be drawing and drawing and drawing, to be very consistent. So yeah. Next off is Pearl. Yeah, he's one of the new guys as well. If this card is discarded from your hand by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon to either field one of your field monsters that is banished. So if you, for example, you banish Cerulli or whatever, like you can special summon it to the opponents and then kick the like I don't know. It's just really amazing. That it's really good. I want to do it 2 or 3 honestly because it's not that powerful, but regardless, it's still a pretty good card. So this is a must of in the deck for sure. Next is Bleach. Just honestly, I wouldn't put it, but since it's just a 3 of the deck, then yeah, I run one, and it's pretty good. You can just it's discarded and you get special summon it, so it's pretty good. Next up is Brawl. Pretty much when it's discarded by you, you draw 1 card, and then when it's discarded by your opponents, you draw 2 cards. So it's pretty powerful as well. You can run it as 2 if you want to as well, but I like it at 1 as well. Next is Gold. This guy, maybe I would think to cut it, but for now, like I said, since it's just the 3 of the deck, I would run it at 1. Pretty good, pretty powerful monster. It says, but if this card is discarded to the graveyard by card effect, if it was discarded from your hand to your graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can target up to 2 of your opponent control special summon this card and destroys those targets. So it's pretty crazy. You special summon and you pop 2 cards. It's pretty powerful. Regardless, I wouldn't run more than 1 because it gets too breaky. But yeah, I mean, for now, 1 is good. And then for the danger package, I get 3 of the Bigfoot. Pretty good. Like I said, it's a good beast stick. Once you summon it, it's 3,000. So 3 of it's pretty good. Helps you with to discard your Dark Worlds and keep their effects on. So I run 2 mods as well. Pretty good. The bad thing about this is that they don't have Chupacabra. I wish they would have added it because I think it's a fiend. It has a good synergy better if it's fiend, but regardless, that's pretty good, pretty consistent. Same as Thunderbird. 2 of Thunderbird is good. Same thing. It is also a big beat stick as well if you summon it. And at the end, 1 less danger, 1 Tsuchinoko. Same thing. Pretty much all the dangers has the same effect, so it's very good. And then onto the spells. There'll be 3 Dark World dealings. It's just perfect. I mean, you draw 1 card, and then if you get to draw something that you need, you discard it, and then you gain the effect. So, pretty powerful card for this deck. And also, if you're forcing your opponent to discard a card that they don't want to discard, then yes, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty good. So 3 of for sure. And next off with the field, the most powerful card I think. I mean, it has so much synergy with the deck, with Genta and everything. So just discard Genta, add this to your hand, and then activate it, and then you can banish your Genta and makes it special summon it, and you draw 1 card and then discard 1 card. So pretty dang powerful card. I mean, this has to be a 3 for sure. Next, the new fusion spell. Like I said, it is to you use it to bring your boss monster from the extra deck. You need to run it. The boss monster's no joke, and so yeah, for sure, I would consider 3, but I think 2 is pretty good. You don't need to break on it. If you draw 2 or 3 in the hand, is gonna be too much. So 2 is fine, you know. 1 of the archives. I think this one has to be a 1 just because if you don't have nothing to discard, then you're pretty much screwed. But if not, then this card is just does so amazing when you have the right combos with it. So just 1 is fine. I wouldn't recommend to run more than 1, to be honest with you. Next, charge into a Dark World. It's pretty much like a Monster Reborn. Target 1 level 4 or lower field monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then discard 1 field monster. So I mean, it helps you revive 1, and then you discard 1 card. Honestly, I wouldn't run it, to be honest, if I had any other choice to put a better card. But right now, since it's 3 of the deck, then yeah, I'll run 1 of it. Next, the Dark World Puppetry. Yeah, this card's pretty good, but like I said, maybe I wouldn't run it if I didn't have it. If I had the chance to put something else, but for now, it works pretty good. It's one of the new cards, so I like it, to be honest. 1 is fine. card destruction, because oh my gosh, like if you have three Dark Balls and you activate it, like, you give it 3 effects, and then you draw 3 cards. Pretty damn powerful. So yeah, one is fine. Nothing more than that though. And at the end, I'm running a skill drain. Maybe it takes a little bit off the consistency of the deck, but if you are able to summon your boss monster, and let's say you negate one of their cards, but they still have an extension to it, just activate skill drain, and you negate their monster effects, and you have your big sticks with like the Bigfoot and the fusion and like Rainbugs and Graphite, you know. So I think one skill drain is perfect. I mean, I like it, and it's a pretty powerful card. So yeah, that's about it for the main deck, and obviously for the extra deck, just the 3 of the big Grappa, just because I mean there's nothing else to run, you know. So 3 of them is pretty good. And like I said, if you were to end with the board with that one, and then Raybugs, and then maybe your Danger Bigfoot, and plus on top of that your skill drain, so you negate one, and then they have an extension to continue, skill drain it, and then they have nothing else, and then next turn, when you have 3 big sticks, plus you can draw something good and keep going, you know. So that's about it, guys. This is the full deck. I'm honestly excited to take it to a tournament, see how I do. I really expect to do great, but you know, I'm not expecting too much of it. But like I said, if you're returning to Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe you don't have much money or anything, if you buy 3 of these decks, it's gonna be pretty perfect, and you can go back to Yu-Gi-Oh and play competitive with it. And that's what I totally and definitely recommend. There's also the Cyber Dragon, or the Crystal Beast, that are also pretty cheap, and also the branded that you can play as well. So you can pick whichever 3 of those decks and play them, and they're all really good. Konami has been doing really great with these new decks. So yeah, let me know how I did on this deck. Let me know if you liked it. I know some guys don't run skill drain, but I really liked it. So yeah, just let me know how I did, and if you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.